My friends, why did this woman cheat on her husband? The Gospel does not say. We can only guess. Was she forced to marry that man? Possibly. Maybe her husband did not care about her, or he had already cheated on her. Maybe because the fire of desire was just gone. This fire, my friends, the fire of desire, is very important. And I want to talk to you today about this feeling. I feel it contains the profound root of our faults and our flaws. My claim today is that we sin, we make mistakes, we fall because we do not feel desired. I repeat my claim. I believe that most of the times we sin because we do not feel desired. Lucifer, the beautiful angel of God, became devil because he craved for himself the glory of God. He craved to be desired in the same way God is desired. The fundamental need to be desired, to feel desired, drives our daily lives. It is the source of our hell, it is the source of our paradise. Why do we spend hours at the gym? Why do we look after our body? Why we try to succeed at work or look for a partner? Why do we spend hours on social media apps waiting to be liked, followed, shared? We do so because our souls are wrapped in the desire to be desired. Allow me to recall another story from the Gospel, a beautiful one, the parable of the rich man in hell. The Gospel says, in his torment in Hades, the rich man looked up and saw Abraham a long way off with Lazarus in his bosom. So he cried out, "Father Abraham, pity me, and send Lazarus to dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am in agony in these flames." What is hell? What is the reason for this agony? These flames, my friends, suggest to me that hell has to do with the fire of desire. Hell, I reckon, is the fire of not being desired. I invite you to imagine the tension between these two situations. In heaven, Lazarus is in Abraham's bosom, almost hidden in his eternal embrace. Lazarus is eternally desired, whereas the selfish man roots in hell, alone in the shadows of despair and solitude. He is eternally not desired. We sin like this woman in an attempt to escape the void of not being desired. Cain killed Abel because he believed God desired his brother's sacrifice more than his. What are the memories that keep us alive, if not the memories when we experience the embrace of being desired? Atop a hill in my hometown when I was born and where I lived up to 19 years old, there is a house, a little house with a terrace from which my grandma used to watch me, because my house stood at the feet of that hill. And when I returned there, I can still see her, after many years, greet me from afar. The embrace of being desired is the embrace of eternity. And when this desire is not fulfilled, we fall into the abyss. The woman in today's gospel perhaps sinned because she did not feel desired by her husband. The prodigal son left the house because he did not feel desired by his family, and so on. Imagine this hypothetical situation. One day, I go to work, and my boss is quite unpleasant to me. As a result, I'm really upset, and on the way home, I buy a larger bottle of wine and become drunk. Well, you do so, even if the boss is not unpleasant with you. And consequently, I completely forget that my oldest son's birthday is today. He feels very bad, so he drives to his friend's house to get some drugs. But on the way back, he has a car accident because of the drugs' effect. His wife is pregnant, and when she learns of the car accident, she feels sick, and she's taken to the hospital to make sure that the baby is safe. Maybe this story sounds funny to you, but maybe you have never heard about the so-called butterfly effect. The flap of a butterfly's wings in the corner of the world can lead to a tornado in another country. To be desired is the root of our happiness and our despair. To be desired is the root of our sins. I will always remember one day I visited my dad a few months before he passed away, and he asked me, "Son, do you want a coffee?" And so he made a coffee for me. And while he poured the coffee, he said, "Here it is, my love." I said, "My love?" He never called me that before. So I felt like I had received a special blessing. That was the day I felt fully desired as a son. If I had miraculous power, today I would spread here the desire to make others feel desired. But I have no miraculous power. I can only spread now the scent of these flowers I brought with me today to remind you how good it feels to be desired. And maybe when we feel desired, we do not sin.